Alright, and we are live. Hey everyone, it's Retro Sticker here, and today we are going to be playing Crash 4. Should be fun. We're going to continue where I left off. And I don't know how much I actually got done with the stage too, but I don't know. We'll see how much I can get through today, and then maybe afterwards I can probably do some like side quests if I want, or just like finish whatever I need. How's everyone else's day been? It's pretty much like after work, I managed to just go like get Jumbo Juice with like my family. Got my parents like ginger shots for their stomachs to digest. It was good. I actually finished like I got myself like smooth talking mango. I usually don't finish my entire drink like right before I, get home, but that's surprising. It's actually pretty hot. It's like what, 90 degrees outside. Around my area. So there's that. And yeah, so today just chilling. I mean, overall this weekend I managed to get myself a lot of followers, which I'm pretty happy about for playing like Master Duel. I don't know if like it's been a while since I actually had that much explosive like growth in terms of following, and viewership was like better than usual too, so I'm pretty happy about that. Woo! Oh my oh look at those moves. Ugh. Nope, I'm not gonna run into that little, like, that roadblock. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Woo! Yeah. Got it. Woohoo. Whee! Oh, we gonna hit me? Oh. Oh. Ooh, that was close. How far can I go in this rope? You see how I can just duck down? Yeah! You gotta be kidding me. Look at this swamp. Oh, okay, that was stupid. Damn, come on. Look at these little monsters. Oh. Okay. Right. Let's jump it. I think one of these days I would actually like to swing from a rope and get on top of a tree. It actually looks a lot of fun. I could actually pretend to be like Tarzan. They just like swing from a vine. Which actually begs the question, like how durable is that like vine then? I thought like normally it would just like it would just break. But I guess not. And actually, speaking of like Tarzan, like me and my siblings, we actually did watch like the original Tarzan just cuz. And even with like a lot of like Disney movies that I actually didn't grow up with, it was actually like really fun to watch too, because I played like Kingdom Hearts, and that game, it's like a crossover between like what, Disney and the Final Fantasy characters, or Square Enix to be more specific. And a lot of it is like, I actually seen like, the characters and recognized them, but I never actually like bothered to watch like the actual movies. Like for instance, like when I played like Kingdom Hearts, I believe it was like 1 or 2, I actually saw like, what, Hercules, but I actually never watched like, any of the Hercules movies until probably after Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if it's like necessarily like it's recommended to like play the Final Fantasy games first and then you play Kingdom Hearts to actually get the references. But I guess it like works the other way around for me. Like I find out like, okay, who's like Cloud or like Leon, and then I always just try the games and see like what's the deal. Even playing Kingdom Hearts 2, I actually like stumble upon like characters from Final Fantasy like X2. which is pretty cool as well. Because normally that it would be like, what the? Who are these? Who are these characters? I don't recognize them. That's why people recommend, you know, watching like watching or playing things first in order to like actually grasp like who they are and just get it, you know. It's not, it goes to like even like the debate whether or not like, okay, can I just like watch like the prequel first and then the sequel for certain shows, like for instance Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, because Better Call Saul is more so like a prequel spin-off. But I would say it's like highly recommended watch Breaking Bad first, then the Better Call Saul. I don't think it would just work if you watched it like the other way around. Cause like even in like what Better Call Saul, there are like, you know, it does like flash forward. It takes time, you know, time in like the past and now even the future too, and you actually like even after the events of Breaking Bad. So it is pretty like highly recommended. The hell? Oh, never mind. Yep, duh. And I actually remember watching like Breaking Bad when it came out. I think it's around that era they had Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, and Walking Dead. In terms of just like, I think that was like prime time of like you know, shows around that time for me. Yeah, I don't even know what's like, you know, the newest like what's good, what's like as hype as like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and like Walking Dead now. Oh shit. Because I still remember watching Game of Thrones. I actually got into it because of like a dumb South Park parody of it. And then like after watching it, it was like, okay, so that's where the references come from. And I actually did get spoiled from like watching like the South Park parody. It was like a Black Friday parody. They parodied like what, like the White Walkers, as well as what is it, like the garden itself, the Garden of Betrayal, and talks about like the Red Robin wedding. Like actually, like legit watching the Red Wedding itself, it was like it wasn't as, you know, suspenseful or like, you know, shocking, because I found out, I kind of knew that they based off like the parody itself that this was gonna happen. So there's that. And then Walking Dead, I still remember, I watched like the first 2 seasons on Netflix. I was, you know, sold. It was pretty much like what, like an apocalyptic, you know, world with like a bunch of zombies. And it's like, hey, I watched like Zombieland, you know, the movie, so it's not like a shocker to me. Still haven't watched Zombieland 2, but going back to like Walking Dead. Yeah, I watched the first 3 seasons are great. Season 4 itself, I finished only the first half of season 4. I just pretty much like just never got back into it. I don't know if it actually just got better or worse. I don't know if that's even still going on, or just like decided just to end it. Yeah, I really don't know what people are watching nowadays. Woo! Oh, get out of the way! Come on. Boom! Come on, I'm trying to run a business. Just let him through, okay? He's got a family to feed. Woohoo! Oh man, I should have brought on my chicken costume. It would have been like, it would have made like a great mascot. I mean, I'm pretty sure like a lot more people would eat at this guy's joint if you see like an actual, you know, with it crashing a chicken costume. Oh, ho, ho. Like that? That was clutch. I still remember. I forgot what like restaurants actually had, you know, like actual chicken costumes, you know, just to advertise, like in real life. I don't know if like KFC had that or even Popeyes too. I'm sure they didn't need it because it was already like the chicken was already pretty good. But you know what? Whatever helps, right? You someone like see someone in like very cute and fun costume, you probably would spend a lot more money just like, you know, just to go there and buy it. Oh man, I actually miss those Tuesday specials from Popeyes. Pretty much is that okay? Back I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago, it was like at like what 150 for like a thigh and a leg, and now it's just like what $30 now, just because of inflation. It actually like it's lame, but what can you do, honestly? I do like the mashed potatoes there. I usually like get like the thigh and the leg. That's, you know, like spicy flavor, and then mashed potatoes and like biscuit. That's the standard. That's before like what was it? It was like the spicy chicken sandwich that they introduced. There was this whole like, you know, chicken sandwich wars like between like all these other restaurants. I believe it was like what, Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, KFC. And I will say, in terms of just like chicken sandwiches, I don't think I tried all of them, but I will say that I like both, you know, Popeye's chicken sandwich as well as, you know, Chick-fil-A's. If I would have to give it in terms of like, you know, value, I would probably give it to like Popeyes, because I get like, you know, the spicy chicken sandwich there. Like the chicken is pretty thick, the bun's like very like, you know, it's like nice and buttery. And I honestly thought that like, oh, okay, you know, people are just getting up the hype. You know, once like the actual promotional hype just dies down, all right, people just move on. But it turns out it actually became like a, what was it? Very standard. Like it actually became like a regular in the menu. So it's nice to have options to, you know, switch out in between. I just usually just get the again like the Tuesday special. I mean, recently when I went to, well, for Popeyes, they had like the ghost pepper, you know, chicken wings too. Those were great. But unfortunately, obviously, you know, it's not actual, you know, ghost pepper flavor, because it doesn't like, you know, ruin my stomach or just like makes me like cry and just like, you know, like in pain. That's, I mean, I don't think they were obviously gonna go through with it. I don't think they were that serious. But it was pretty hot. It was pretty hot too. I will say, in a good way as well. Always love that flavorful spice. None of that spice, it just like ruins my mouth and like melts my face.
What time is it? Oh goodness.
I mean, with my new workplace, I don't think I even have enough time to just actually, you know, drive to go over there just to get it. Gotta have this like, you know, make my own food, or just like, oh, I guess like go to the McDonald's near me and get like a chicken sandwich there.
I see everything, and I mean everything. There's some very unexpected developments in your future. Your very near future. Shocking events that will change the course of your life.
What the hell is this?
I'm gonna stop you there before you tell us how we all die.
Well, if you'd rather not know about the giant mask-eating monster from beyond the stars, that is your choice.
A little tired. I think I had like about 4 hours of sleep today.
Then, need a hand.
I actually gotta start, you know, start like sleeping early. Because, you know what, you know, perhaps I actually might fall asleep on the job and then like, oh, game over for me, I get fired. I'll cry about it, you know, it sucks, but ultimately it is my fault. Could have been easily prevented if I actually worked on it. I know some people prefer to what, just staying up. And some people just don't. I think they're like what, more nocturnal.
That's more like
I mean, I remember that one episode of like American Dad, in which like Stan, he doesn't have enough he feels like he has enough time because he has got to work and just just like spend time with family. He doesn't have any time to do his own his own things. So he tries to work out about like a nice little balance. So he actually takes these pills that allows him to stay up. And he's able to just spend time with his wife, his kids, and it's just it's actually great. It actually puts into perspective like, oh boy, I think I would actually like that too, right? Like instead of being able to just just to sleep, you can be actually a lot more productive. You actually get a lot more stuff, right? Because obviously the human body has its limits. I'm actually curious about what was the longest time. I'm pretty sure there's a Guinness World Records, right? How long has actually someone been, who's able to stay awake? Like how many, or go without any sleep? I think the longest I ever actually, the least amount of sleep I ever had was 3 hours. It was not pretty. I felt like I just wanted to pass out and just die. Hey, Crosty, what's up? How have you been? I'm just pretty much just rambling about just getting better sleep because I have work. And it's talking about how when I actually got 3 hours of sleep, it was when I was at the airport when I was traveling to Asia. I think it's because it's hard to sleep on the airplane, as well as I think I'm not used to. I didn't get enough sleep, and my body hasn't adjusted to jet lag and all that. So it was actually a nightmare. I think the best way if you try to travel to another state or a country with a different time zone, just just don't look at your clock. You just gotta just go with it, go with the flow. See, you got your friend to Yu-Gi-Oh! So you can teach him basic decks. Nice. So I assume he's playing Master Duel, right? Or is it more just TCG paper Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know if you're just I don't know if you're just teaching. I mean, what kind of Yu-Gi-Oh are you getting your friend into? Rush duels? So I guess that's the more simplistic way of getting into it. Okay, for sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's played the tutorial, right? Because they actually teach you at least the basic mechanics of the game, right? What is a fusion summon, ritual summon, synchro summon, pendulum summon, Xyz summon, link summon? Yeah, once you actually get to him to know the basics of it, you probably gotta teach him the combos and learn all the matchups. Teach him how to chain block. You could probably tell him that priority was what used to be a thing. It was just so stupid. If you remember that. I mean, that's the thing. If you teach him how to play, you probably just teach him the basic just play edits. I would say go format first because it's as basic as you can get, and then after that, move on to Edison, and then if he wants to decide to play more, dip his toes in competitive play, you can teach him that and what to expect. Also, side decking is also a very important skill. A lot of people don't really know. I know that when it comes to card games, people like to cope with the fact that it's still RNG, right? Well, true, right? But there are ways to mitigate that RNG factor and actually a build, have a good deck structure and make sure you don't have anything inconsistent. It's the thought process when it comes to building your recipe in your deck. I don't know if there's a a Gordon Ramsay for Yu-Gi-Oh, in which there's a person who's just who's just is a god at deck building, and they can judge what you're running. Because I mean, I do get inspiration from other people's decks too, but I like to see like, you know what, I can kind of say that, well, I don't agree with that, or I want to try my own, like, you know, my own method, or put my own spin to it. And speaking of spinning, whee!
Stagnant water smells like home.
I'm pretty sure there's like YouTube videos of like Yu-Gi-Oh for Dummies, right? The basics, unless you want to play like what, Duelist Kingdom rules. Because, has he watched any of the series? I would say, like, just get him to watch, like, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. If he hasn't watched the original series, I think I would highly recommend, you know, your friend to watch the series first to get, like, a good grasp of it and how it works. I know for, like, the... I know, like, the later Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, they don't really teach you how to play. They just, like, jump right into it. It's kind of more of, like, a, intuitive... It's more based on, like, intuition. Like... Yeah, just... And then, I think he's definitely... I think, honestly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is pretty timeless. For, like, the most part. I mean, people agree that, like, okay, some, like episodes are, like, filler. It's, like, it's not worth watching or skipping. But I watched the entire thing, honestly. And I still had, like, a good time. And also, it is also fun to see your friend's reaction, how he thinks about, like, oh, the first episode, like, pulling out the Exodia. That's always, like, honestly, that first episode was a great way to get people into the series. Well, what a great impression, right? My grandpa has no pathetic cards. And then it's Exodia, then, like, oh, shit, I want that. I want to obliterate my opponents. So your idea is to, like, learn the basics with, like, the starter deck. They're starting the deck, and he understands it a bit by bit. Yeah, I would say where it kind of gets complicated is about, you know, I guess how, like, what spell speeds work. You know how, like, with, what was it? Super Poly, it's like a spell speed 4, meaning that you can't react to it. And also, like, how you can only use a counter trap against another another counter trap too. Or about even like the inherent, even the summons too. Like, apparently it's Thunder King Ryo, right? When it says, like, oh, tribute this card in order to, you know, negate the summon. You have to, like, really, like, consider about, okay, what kind of summons does that mean, right? Any summon? Or it has to be, like, inherent summons, right? You can't just, like, TK, like a Monster Reborn or Called By. So it does actually matter. I would say, like, one of my friends said that the best, you know, deck in order to, like, you know, really get the fundamentals going is Sky Striker. It's a toolbox deck. It'll actually teach you, like, you know, control and resource management too. That's actually really important to learn in Yu-Gi-Oh. Like how much, like, or just basic card economy. And you can probably like explain to him about, like, you know, the ban list too. About, like, okay, why are certain cards, like, banned whatsoever? Because most cards that are banned are because of, like, how, like, stupidly broken they are. Like, they just generate, like, insane advantages by themselves, or they just don't have, like, any, like, real, you know, drawback or cost. I wonder what do you think, like, your friend's, like, you know, first, like, archetype's gonna be to play? Because my first archetype I actually got into, you know, I played was Blackwings. I think everyone has their first, right, archetype or deck to play. Because obviously, you know, my deck was just like a random, like, okay, it was just like a dark deck, that Obsidian Dragon. It had, what was it, a bunch of just dark monsters just to make sure that, you know, this worked. It was just pretty, like, broad too. It was this Blackwings, and I still have, like, a Cyber Dragon, Ancient Gear, and then Cyber Dragon deck. And a triple D deck too. Oh, you want to put? Yeah, it's cool. Just put him in his own adventure. Hey, this is if speaking of adventure, right? Might as well give him a pirate deck or just give him an adventurer deck. If you want him to be on like a literal adventure. You see what I did there? It's called being punny. Wait, hold on. Did I play this already? What you see is a boxing fan, so you would go with like Balan boxers. It's cheap. Oh yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, people have their own like preferences when it comes to play styles, as well as how the card looks. Because I kind of like the whole swarm idea of Blackwings, and it looks so fucking cool too. I mean, hey, now I don't know if your friend's into like anime or waifu shit, but who knows? You can get into like Ex's sisters. But again, right? If you're just barely getting your friend to Master Duel, it's gonna be really expensive. Who knows? Maybe you can just get him to like tier limit if he wants just like something really fun. But I guess that's a little too like a lot more experience because you have to know what to shuffle and what to like chain and prioritize. Yeah, I think I played this already. What the hell? What am I doing? Wait, I thought yeah, it's a little weird. What are some other? I'm thinking of some other fun decks. I forgot actually. I don't know if you guys look it up. We want to look it up right now. Like how many different archetypes are there? Yeah, you don't want to like get into like you don't. It's like don't want to get straight into the meta, just to get a feel for it, right? Because like imagine he just plays like against like, was it Endymion, right? He's like what the fuck is happening? Or he plays against like Ignister. And it's like, how the hell is he summoning like a bajillion cards at once? I don't think I would do that to any of my friends if they're trying to get into like competitive play. Like it's like, what's how? And then he's wondering about why is there like an essay of text. I mean, that was kind of the problem too. Remember when like I don't know if you remember when Master Duel first came out. It had like about 200,000 people, right? Like, yo, okay, this is our actual simulator for the game. And then over a year, it kind of dropped in the amount of like players, in the player base, because Max C and other shit too just made it so like unbearable for just normal people who just want to play for fun. Hell, even when they introduced the casual mode, that still didn't really help as much because it's nearly as pretty much identical to like ranked. It's just only they just don't want to like break down, which is fine. But that's why I've always been an advocate for like alternative retro formats to actually get people, if they're curious about like the history of like the game, and enjoy something a lot more slower pace. I mean, what pendulum deck, like, I don't know what kind of what pendulum deck you want to give him. Do you want to give him, like, a triple D? Because I feel like that's, like, a really high IQ deck. Like, if he likes, puzzles and shit, right? Trying to, crack open the perfect board. Because it is, like, I don't think it's, like super, it's not that flowcharty. You actually just have to have the right, feel of what you want to build at the right time. That's why I'm more linear when it comes to how I play. That's why I like Sword Souls too. You could probably give him that. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. And it is a fun deck too. Again, I like to play things that are like fun. And something I can win with and I can enjoy. I don't want, you know me, I don't want to play anything that feels like super chory. Because that's work. You're gonna let him do the Kui solo queue? Sweet. I forgot if they actually have the, what is it, the X-Saber ones too. I think the X-Sabers, that's also like a pretty, that's also like a fun deck. I don't know if I told you this, but when I was actually, you know, in IRL playing Black Blues and went to like a regionals, I got stomped by X-Sabers. It was I remember I got stomped by X-Sabers in this like Psychic deck during Synchro era. It was like, holy shit. Like, what the hell is that? That's what I knew about, like, you know, the big wigs. And that's just like the regionals. Like, imagine at the national level. Holy shit.
Crikey, not again!
Woo! Oh shit, I messed up. I think I actually, well, you know, this was the right path. It's like the crossover like stage. God damn it. If you want, I don't know. You can introduce it into Monarchs. You know, that's kind of like a fun little anti-meta deck, or even True Draco. Because I think those decks are really simple. I'm actually curious that if they brought back Masterpiece in like Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Would it actually make too much of a difference right now? Probably not. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, right. Oh, duck, duck, duck. Whee! Oh. I wish I could just do Limbo. You're not getting him into Sword Soul. It's the same thing. Like each, you know, summon Mogi, add Lanyan, and this to get Baron. It's boring and very expensive. Yeah, true. I will. I mean, I don't know like how much. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna tell him to like, okay, you have to like craft these like important cards, right? Like, no debate. You have to get like call buys, right? Or just get him to buy the. It's like that bundle pack, right? Where they actually give you all like the important staples like Droplet, Lightning Storm, Ash Blossom. So I think I would highly recommend that. Who knows? Maybe he'll like Kashtira when that comes out. Or maybe he'll like... I mean, for me, I'm waiting for like Kashtira and Purely. A blind second might be fun for him. And if we're talking about like going second decks, I'd say Cyber Dragon and Sky Striker are like my favorites. In terms of just going second. I mean, not a lot of decks, like, you know, work with me just, like, you know, going second. Because most of the time, you just want to go first. But obviously, it depends on what the deck you run. Because if you're running, like, Luna Kaiju, or even Numerons, too, you just go second. So, I mean, there's that. Make sure he practices his coin flips and die rolls too, because obviously, you know, whoever wins that, you know, that battle pretty much just wins the entire match. I think I've been over this before. It was actually ridiculous, like me practicing like my die rolls or coin flips at like at a regionals with like my family members. They thought I was going crazy, right? But nope, it matters. Because that one card just generates like a shit ton of advantage already. That's why you gotta keep it like, you know, nice and balanced. Ah. Woo! You're a master of going second decks. They don't really need hand traps, but all your decks like going second except bugs. I mean, wait, what were you running again? Was it like wasps and bee troopers?
Bandicoot, you banished me to the past.
Because the current insect deck I'm running right now is trap tricks. I mean, that's a fun deck for me, but that's more like going first. It's so difficult going second when it comes to trap tricks.
Well, you know, I'm sensing a real fraught history here. How many times
I would say,
this clown anyway?
I think Dark World too. I think Dark World's going second's not that bad either.
Seemed like more.
Bee Trooper's Scary Moth Lockout. You know, you remember what the classic, you know, the bug insect strategy was back in the old day? Hey, I got, oh yo, we got the world here. Woohoo! This is great. Hey, is this a JoJo reference? Star Platinum, the world. Each new mask ability is so fucking cool. So we got ourselves like, you know, like, oh, the platinum? Was it? You can just like, oh, blue, brown platforms. You get like a giant spinner. And now we can just like, woo! Well, any count. I want to see. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Oh, shit. You see? 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Okay, 4 seconds. That's all it takes. Oh, shit. Oh. Before I say Numeron, no matter what it is, it's boring. It's been happening. I mean, I used to run Numerons, you know, back in the old days, right? Because I wanted like instant cheese. But yeah, I'd say so. Maybe I'll get back into it if I'm bored to see how far I can get myself. Because again, it's really hard. Because like, you know, we see shit like labyrinths and all that. They can just interrupt. It's so annoying. I'm actually curious about, like, I don't know if you heard about like the new selection pack, right? About them, like, or the new quote-unquote ban list. They already like they preemptively hit like Kashtira. I think it was Unicorn. I think it's like the main, you know, the main starter. So I heard about like the leaks itself when it comes to, what was it? The main leaks when it comes to like the new Kashtira pack. I heard a Rise Heart's not coming. That's what I'm hearing. I guess they might be saving it for the next one, or decide to test the waters. So people are saying, that, okay, it's good. You know, tier limit's already like, you know, ran its terror and ran its course. So let Kashtira take its place. But I've heard like a lot of people don't know that Kashtira actually like, pretty much meshes well with like tier limits. So we don't know about that until they actually get rid of you know, Kikalos. But just keep it, because I don't want them to kill off the deck completely. Because honestly, that was like the main starter. Interacting kaijus and lava golems while you get 8k. Oh, oh man, I just love that. Do they think they're so confident about this, you know, bringing their board? I think it reminds me of like, well, Six Samurais too. They had like Barkion and Shien, no spells, and you can pretty much negate. And you just like Lava Golem it. It's really cool like how many of these old school cards still see like play to this day. Like I'm talking about Book of Moon, Reasoning, Lava Golem. It's actually pretty great. Woo! Oh shit. I would just say that when it comes to like, that's the thing with Lava Golem. Like in the show itself, apparently it's not 700 damage. It's like 1,000 damage or life points, which is really generous too. I thought people were just gonna nerf it, but people didn't realize like how broken Lava Golem actually is still, right? It's tributing. You just tribute like a Stardust or like any card that says unaffected by of monster effects, but you say I'm not actually like trying to destroy it. I'm tributing it. What is it? MSC is funny because it's the takeaway network, which is always confusing. Yeah, it's the same argument with like Future Fusion too. Because I remembered like when I was playing in like middle school with my friends for Yu-Gi-Oh, right? They thought that like activating MST would just like negate in general, but that's not the case. But like if you use it against against Future Fusion, it actually does. So, not only destroys, but they don't get the dump. And honestly, Future Fusion was just like fuck that card. It was pretty much like a it's like 5 Foolish Burials, and honestly, like the dragon itself was just like a nice fat bonus. I still remember MST being at like 1. Cause like what the hell? Why would this card it's literally just a 1-for-1 though. Like why is it so like, viewed as broken? And then again, when it came to like Breaker the Magical Warrior, that card was actually like, pretty busted back in the day, right? Think about it. You have pretty much a 1600 attacker, you get a counter, like pretty much you get 300 points. It's instant like a 1900 on arrival. And you can just like, it's a free MST. You get to like remove it and then pop a back row. It's also a spellcaster and a dark too, so it was pretty versatile. Yeah, it was crazy. It was banned at one point. Oh, you son of a bitch! Easy. Freeze! I mean, hey, the ice freezes, and now time freezes. Lucky me. Woo! Thank you. Whatcha? Oh, wait, no. Whoa, oh shit! Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh! Woo! Just stay still. Oh, no. Ugh. You think you should teach him Skull Servant? It's funny, decent, teaching him about Grave and it's OTK control? No, that could work too. I would say, how about this? You know what was the classic old school, when it comes like Grave setup deck? You want to care to guess or no? It's Lightsworn or like Chaos or Twilight, you know? And then it's actually really fun too. Just think about it, you can probably like, you know, show them like a classic Lightsworn deck and just teach them how to like, okay, you banish and then Necro Gardener and then bam bam bam. You're all set. If he likes actual, you know, fun milling, you know, mill and this graveyard setup. And honestly, like, once, like, if he actually gets a taste of, like, Lightsworn, like, you know, playing tier limit shouldn't be no, or learning tier limit should be no problem. Honestly. God fucking damn it, that was pretty close. Ha! God. No! He's just standing there doing nothing. Alright. You don't want him to deco a Lightsworn? Pretty true. But I'm just thinking about just like decks like I believe there. I mean, there's always. You can probably teach him like it's an Edison format deck, but you can teach him Quick Draw Dandy. That was really fun. You know, Drill Warrior Dandelion combo. A lot of like recycling, and then you just run Pot of Avarice. Yeah. Woohoo! Yo. No, what? Oh no. Diva Heroes? I think it would be fun. Because I actually been playing like, you know, Edison format with like a family member of mine. And he told me just to like set up, was it Dueling Book or Dueling Network with him? And we're actually having a good time. He actually has his own like, you know, what was it? He has his own like Edison deck. I'm using like Quick Draw Dandy as well as I'm using Diva Hero. I think those are the the more fun decks, and it's all a lot slower paced too, right? To, you know, so you want to take a break from like the meta right now. I bet your friend would love this Absolute Zero. I remember I hated that card being used against me. Leaves the field, nuke the board. What the fuck? It was so dumb too. But now they kind of, you know, made it so that okay, if you bounce it, it doesn't get its effect back. Check it out, I'm the Mother Clucker. Oh, you want to teach him Grand Milk? Honestly, no, dude. Grand Milk was such a fucking good card. It's like a free removal. Hey, nice like 5-headed dragon you got there. Too bad if I just like, you know, bounce it. Or your Stardust too. Because again, most... Ah, he just broke my... He broke me like a little chicken wing. Fuck you. I think Grand Bull's like it used. I believe it used to be like at 1, or I don't know if it's still at 1. Because again, it's a great way just to out extra deck shit. And also, you can't bottomless it. You can't even. Neither you can trap pull it too. It's perfect. You want to see that? I mean, to be fair, it was back in the day. It was pretty much like a common staple. Because what other cards do you have like that are like good answers? I mean, there's always, like, you know, there was DD Warrior Lady. Or even the DD cards, too. Like, even it's your GOAT format, too. DD Warrior Lady still has plays, right? It's 1500, it's a light. Attack it, banish, remove. Pretty straightforward, too. You could probably, I would say Frognarts are a good way, right? Treeborn Frog, distribute, summon a Monarch, and boom, you're just cooking. That frog, that boy. Speaking of frogs, was it? I think Synchro Frogs was a good thing. Because I remember it was like Fishborg Blaster. You can get yourself like a Formula Synchron. That was cool. That was before, like, you know, Konami was just like, alright, once per turn shit. We can't let you just pop off. Yeah, I would say old school Monarch first, and then probably like the newer Monarch shit with Pantheism. Again, I guess you have to slowly ease him into it. Who knows? Maybe you can get him to play like old school like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? Let him play like the basic Hellback or Agito, and then after that, just introduce him to the actual like revamped versions. I mean, with like Monarchs itself, I don't. What was your favorite Monarch? I always thought that like before Caius was introduced, I'd say that between what was it? It was Zaborg, it was Mobius, the Stalos, and Ryza. I'd say Mobius was like by far my favorite in terms of just like design. He was just so badass too, and you get to like you get to pop too, which is great. I don't know if you remember like the Starlight Road days, right? Again, people just had to play around. Even with Gorse, you would just have to play around everything. You just have to like you can't like overextend. Kind of anti-meta because he wants to conquer you and give him confidence and you completely trust it. I mean, for sure. Yeah, I mean, up to you. Like, there's also True Draco, too. But I feel that's kind of anti-meta. The one anti-meta deck I actually hated back in the day was the Tech... remember the TG or Tech Genius? Like, what was it? It was like Beast Anti-Stun. That was pretty annoying. In which, like, and I mean, if you want complete, like, annoyance, just, like, let him just play Glad Beast. Glad Beast was so dumb. I mean, think about it, right? You would just only run, like, what? 1 or just, like, 9 monsters and everything else was just, like, traps. Like, what the hell? And also, just, like, attack, tag in, tag out. I think it was, what was the, I forgot what was the win card, right? You would just pop back row. I hated that card too. Then you can go into, like, what, I think it was Gazaris, and then, like, and Herculenos too. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. You could get him to, like, demise, like, the, it was the Demise King of Armageddon, and then, like, Doomdozer, Insignite combo. That was so base. That was super good. That was really great, too, back in the day. I don't think you're talking about card demise, right? Just being able to get yourself, like, a free +3, potentially. Obviously, like, how they showed it in the show was pretty broken with Kaiba. How the hell do you lose? How do you not win with having card demise in your deck? The archetype demise. Yeah, I'm not familiar. All I know is this Demise King of Armageddon and just like card demise. Oh! They say they got 2 board nukes. It was funny. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, what did it look like, honestly? I'm actually like forgot. I'll probably look it up. The arch type demise. I know there's Archfiend, right? The very old school ones in which like you had to roll like a die and see like it determine like the effects and all that, and you pay cost. Two nukes. Hold on, let me. I don't know if I want to look that up right now. Hold on. Demise deck. I mean, that's what I think I know of. Just like Demise King of Armageddon. Oh, it's like the end of the world type stuff. Okay, for sure. No, oh, I still, now that you mention it, right? I remembered like playing like the tutorials or the solo mode for like the end of the world archetype shit. You know, given the loner deck, it was pretty fucking difficult for me. I think that was like the hardest I had to do. I think that's the challenge, right? You just have to win with the deck you're given. Even though, you know, like the odds are stacked against you. Woo! Imcap will be fun with it too. I mean, yeah, just yeah, if you can get him into that, or I mean, I just threw that out there. Just the whole, okay, just you know, the classic old school Demise King Armageddon Doom Dozer combo with Insect Knight. Remember when like people ran like actual like 1900 beaters that were good? I mean the most notable one was Vorse Raider. It's like Kaiba's most signature card. And I just like it. It's just a 1900 beater too. Like I would rather, you know, run, you know, Vorse Raider than like what was it? Panther Warrior. You know, some might argue that, well, Panther Warrior, it has 100 more attack, right? What if you want to, like, you know, out a 1900? But it's not worth sacrificing a card for it. Jeez. Like, Panther Warrior was actually one of the few, like, decent cards in, like, Joey's deck. I mean, yeah, this... Well, there's also, like, Advanced Ritual Art. There's, like, Heart of the Underdog. Hey, Exoda's a normal monster, too. So there's that, and there's also, like, again with like yeah, there's what other normal cards? Those are the things I can think of. There's also Tenyi too. Tenyis like have normal monsters, and they have certain cards that actually, you know, work well. What other normal monsters were? I remember, oh, that's the thing, like, back in, like, the old school meta, people would just run, like, Legend, the magical, you know, the genie, because it's a, again, it was, like, or 7-colored fish, because at the time, those were, like, the best, you know, beatdown cards, right? And later on, like, oh, Mechanical Chaser was such a big deal, because it had, like, 50 more attack. I still remembered, like, the... You know, that card, and you couldn't get it anywhere. I think it was like you want it from like a tournament or some promo. It was like $300 back in the day. Like, it's fucking crazy. And also, it's also banned at the Keats card too, and it actually looks so fucking cool. So overall, that worked. I do highly recommend like you watch, like, it should be on like YouTube still. It's the like the history of the Yu-Gi-Oh metagame from like 2002 to 2005. It's really good. It actually, you know, details you about like about the progression about certain cards and what the decks that were like dominating during the meta. Oh shit. Unexpected die is your best friend. Teach him about that. I still remember when I had this Ashtag card, right? Because I'm not gonna let you get like a free summon for the deck. Get out of here. God damn it. Whee! Another card too. What are some other classic like cards? Oh, Warrior Digrapher too. I remember that's such a like old school card. Like even still to this day, right? You see a bunch of like crossovers and just artwork based off it too. I thought in terms of this old school cards, I thought they were really cool. I thought Marauding Captain was fucking great. Like this young warrior allows me to, you know, to summon another Marauding Captain. You can't attack it. I would say the warrior decks were pretty were like a really popular type. Because I think it's because of the warrior structure deck too. I loved it. How old is Karakuri? I think it's like a decade old. This was like during like synchro era. It definitely was not during Xyz era. Yeah, I know my cousin, he used Karakuri too when I was playing him whenever I went to like a relative's place. I thought it was just shitty because you know, it just like, oh, switched into defense and it popped itself. But no, it actually has like, you know, really good use. Oh shit. Wait, they're not. Wait, are they actually not once returned? Again, I have a feeling like it was probably during like Xyz era or Pendulum era that they decided to stay, you know, to limit it. That's when they decided to do it. All the older cards were like, obviously we're gonna ban this. There's no limit. It's so stupid. I think the the classic modern, like, you know, not once per turn card like deck is just Sky Striker. At least in terms of spells. Imagine you can just get like a lot of Kagars in like one turn. Yeah, I did. I got really caught off guard. You actually got me there. It's like freaking limiter removal. Like, what the hell? Oh, I can't go through it? God fucking damn it. Shit. Okay, let me see. I can raise it here. This is actually a little difficult. Alright. Hold up. Fuck, I had the right idea. I'm just like stuck. Come on, get me in there. Yes. Oh, oh shit. I'm the best. Oh. Fuck. I should have jumped. No, for limiter removal, it just doubles instantly. You get a stack one, stack one, stack one too. And who cares at the end of the turn it goes away. You're gonna win. Gadgets were so dumb back. Machina gadgets were just like an abuser of that shit. I still remember. And Machinas were a really fun archetype before they actually had more dumb support. Just basic gear frame into like Fortress. How the hell am I supposed to deal with this? Oh shit, okay. Never mind. I figured it out. God damn it. Duh. You mother clucker. What other, like, I forgot what other besides Cyberdrive. It was just, it was gadgets, machinas. I forgot what other, like, decks besides that and card courage use, like, you know, limiter. I mean, if you want to go for absolute overkill, go for it. It is actually nice to see, like, how much, like, damage you can inflict on your opponent. If you can get, like, oh, 99999 damage. Woo! Oh, wait, hold on. Shit. Death spots are really, yeah, death spots are pretty good or pretty great as well. I'm pretty sure, like, oh, like that card was used a lot during, like, was it synchro? I think it was still in synchro era. It was just so dumb. Oh, fuck you. I wonder if, like, again, like I said before, if Hulk just came back, please just let me get my Sky Striker combos. Shit. Oh, fuck. Come on. Please. Oh, God, I just can't. God fucking damn it. Yeah, I really wish that it's not gonna come back in this meta because we've been seeing like a lot of lackluster, the lack of like synchro combo decks. I'd be curious. I know that, like, you know, Fusion, was it Celestial's not coming back because of DPE. It's actually just like a free engine. Oh. Oh my god, I did. Even if I actually manage to pull this off again, right? It's just gonna suck if I actually just don't manage to just, you know, die and I'd start over. I'm pretty sure there's like a nice balance to it. Come on. Stop. Yo, come on. Yes. Woo! Oh, I just need that, again, I need that sweet spot. Woo! Please, come on. Oh, like, fuck you! I actually had it! Oh my god, that's so, like, that's so lame. Can you get the bridge, please? It's actually so simple, I'm just, like, fucking things up. Woo! This is what I get for fucking up the explosives. I mean, there's no way this is gonna... I'm just gonna be stuck at this, aren't I? Okay, come back up. Well, okay, never mind. It was that simple. Okay, I think I made it harder than it looked. Oh! Yo. Oh, shit. Three. Woohoo! Got him. I always thought the idea of green flames are actually a lot scarier and terrifying than actual red flames. I mean, blue flames are pretty menacing too. But there's something about green flames. Maybe they think there's something like mystical about it. Or mythical, I mean. Oh, fuck you. You're not gonna, like, get me. I have a chicken skull. I got a chicken suit. Come back. Oh, thanks. Hey, where's the... Do I get myself a gun too? Whee! Oh, you... Oh, one of these days I actually would like to go, like, you know, snowboarding with, like, a panda. Or, no, not a panda, a polar bear, I mean. It would actually be a lot of fun.
I'm having fun. Can you
Hey,
tell?
yeah, I'm having fun too, man. Too bad I'm gonna catch you. And also, I did not save too. I missed my checkpoint, so fuck. I like. Okay, when's the next one gonna come to make up? Oh. Oh shit. Yes. Oh. Okay, I accept. Okay, cool. What else is not coming back? I know that... I don't know if you think that Dragoon's gonna come back, because people talk about that. I mean, a lot of Dark Magician players would be super happy about that. Alright, I can take down Cortex. Let's go.
This is going to be just like the old days. Except this time,
We're 4 games in, you got nothing on me.
according to my plan. I've made a few upgrades to my blimp.
Okay, let's check it out.
Rain of giant deadly missiles.
I mean, I would like Toad to come back one day so I could just like, what was it? I could play, what do we call it? Yeah, that's right. I want Toad to come back so I can use it in Marincess. Kind of boring without the Toad. I was kind of salty that, okay, if Totally Awesome was like, you know, banned, why can't like, you know, Rodent Toad in B2? Because it's not once per turn, and like, I fucking hate sprites.
Fun fact, Punchbot Mark II is one better at punching.
Pachoo!
Punchbot Mark... Ow! Punchbot Mark II is for punching you, not me.
Ree!
Let's try this one.
Oh shit. Razor blades. Woo! Oh, the world. Haha. Star Platinum.
Stop!
Stop.
Have it your way.
What you got? Oh shit.
Anti-marsupial missile.
Oh god.
Design.
Oh it's so fast. Come on. Maybe as a challenge I should just like, see I can do this without freezing. But nah, I'm not risking it. Oh fuck! No! Oh, thank God. I thought it was making start over. That's actually pretty nice. I got like, you know, I got some blades. I got some, you know, twisters to deal with, and arrows. Was it what missiles in the was it missiles above too? No. Aw, damn it! I thought I could sneak right in there. I mean, when people thought that like, okay, they're not gonna ban anything that actually like, you know, that has like a special card animation. Hello, True King of Calamities and Totally Awesome. But unfortunately, that, you know, that didn't matter. Because I remember with, like, what, Virtual World, they were using it. The, like, what was it? Virtual World, or, like, V-Turbo. And, rip. That card's just dumb. You just don't let your opponent play the game. What were they thinking?
Well, if you won't play fair, then neither will I. Oops, did I do that?
Oh, shit.
Crush the Bandicoot, smash in its head.
Ah! It's raining. It's pouring. Nothing like some green, you know, some green, like, what? Missiles to rain on your parade. Oh, shit! Fuck you! Oh! 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 What the fuck? Okay. Holy shit, that was fast. God damn it. I'm just only just a Bandicoot. Leave me alone. I don't know, this feels like some, like, I just have to be, like, super fast on my feet. Okay. Oh. Woo! Okay. Imagine if I had to, like, legitimately start over from the beginning. That's fine. We got something, you know, a red firestorm. I can deal with it. Oh! Ah! Fuck. Boo. Your friend hosted a tournament at MD. Ban list with other extra ones. You stuck in the semi-limit list, Toad. Nice. I mean, that's the thing though, hosting your own tournament, right? You get to, like, make your own rules. I know, like, some, like, prominent Yugi tubers, like, I think, like, Coder or someone else, they decided to do, like, a no maxi, a maxi ban list tournament, and it turned out it was actually refreshing. You don't have to, like, constantly just, like, shotgun maxi and just, like, okay, draw, and then boom, boom, boom. It's, like, annoying. So it is an experiment, too. I think there's also, like, you know, tournament experiments in which, okay, how about this? I'm not gonna run, like, Kikolos, right, and see how that goes, or how that fares. Some think it's, like, boring, some think it's, like, healthy, like, you know, a nice change of pace and how the meta is. I don't know when we're gonna have, like, an actual healthy meta. Again, the one thing I'm talking about was Edison format. That was, like, the most healthy meta, in my opinion. Fuck. Because he just had, like, a bunch of decks that could just literally, like, legit win.